Welcome back to another episode of the Self-Development with Tactics podcast. Today we are once again going to go through, I guess it is called 100 million years of food. It is interesting. It may not be good, it may not be amazing, but it is at least interesting. You know, it has some cavity to it. It has something. At least at my point of view, I think that it just, has a bit of quality. It just, has something to it. And I think that it also gives me something to talk about. And I guess this is enough for me to cover it and have it on a podcast. So let's actually head right into it. I do really hope that it is still there, because I'm not quite sure whether it is. But I'm gonna see. I am gonna see. Is it this? No, it's not. Unfortunately, it isn't. But it is this. So I'm gonna show you in a bit. And there we are. Even if it is not loading. Now it is. There we go. A few extra pounds, which is key idea number 6, and which may actually as well be where we have stopped, and it is way too fucking big. For whatever reason. I don't know why. But there we go. I'm gonna read like this. 100 million years of food, key idea number 6, a few extra pounds. Studies report that Japanese people eat an average of 300 fewer calories per capita than Americans. Even though that sounds healthy, is it worth following their example? While it is true that Japanese live longer than Americans, that is not proof that their way is better. Limiting your caloric intake has both upsides and downsides. Eating too few calories can cause you to lose focus. By depriving your brain of fuel, muscle weakness can be the result of consuming too little protein for a period of time. It is all a trade-off. Lots of animals will reduce essential bodily functions such as reproduction when going through a period of food scarcity. Humans are no different. Women who eat fewer calories may live longer, but they'll be less fertile and likely more irritable. Is this actually important to point out? I don't know. And I wouldn't also say so. I don't think that this is something to necessarily say. I kind of feel like that it is something that's common or just the usual thing or whatever, and therefore we're pointing it out and we're saying it. But yeah, anyway. Did you know that it is actually healthier to be slightly overweight? In fact, what the fuck? Even if you're overweight, counting every calorie isn't a good idea. So being a few pounds heavier than average can be an advantage. Those with a body mass index between 25 and 30 tends to live longer than people of normal weights. The question is why? Why should this be fucking healthier? I do want to point out or underline an index between 25, I think when you are 24, this is like just completely normal weight, and 30, which means that it is very, 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 very slight. It may actually not be even a thing if you're 25 on a scale, as far as I remember at least. Please take it with a grain of salt. It may be a bit different, but yes, it may be good, versus being anorexic in terms of, being healthier to be slightly overweight, but it always depends on comparison, I'd say. It is possible that, what is this? Please go away, little flying thing, whatever you are. It is possible that heavier people have more energy to compensate for weight loss during periods of severe illness and more fats to protect them from toxins, which results in better health. Regardless of the health benefits of a few extra pounds, cutting calories might not help you lose weight. What? Regardless of the health benefits of a few extra pounds, cutting calories might not help you lose weight. Why shouldn't it? Why the fuck shouldn't it? It's calories in and calories out. This is the equation. Fucking period. This is how things work. It's thermodynamics. I cannot create energy, out of fucking thin air, but I can indeed, let me adjust it a bit, but I can indeed, it's actually way better like this. Why haven't I done it before? Well, anyway. I cannot create something out of thin air, but I can transform things. And when I'm having fat on me, which is calories, which is energy, I can expand that energy and just, move it into movement energy, or I can transform it into movement energy, which is what happens when you're losing weight. Using that energy that is stored, there is actually kind of we could make the math, or we could do the math. 1 gram of fat, 77 calories. So when you're having 1,000 grams of fat, which is a kilogram, then you're having 900 calories. Am I right? Does this make sense? 9,000 calories. This may be a bit more accurate there. You know what I mean. So when we're doing the math, we can actually calculate how much calories we would have to deprive us from to actually lose weight. So when I want to lose 1 kilogram of fat, I would have to deprive me of 9 times 1,000, which is 9,000. That's it. You know, this is how things work. This is what it is, essentially. But it's of course easier said than it is done. You know, it is the case. You know, it's not easy to lose weight. I do have respect from or of everyone that's doing so, because it is not easy. It is a task. It is work. But when you really want to have it and really want to do it, this is how it works. It's calories in, calories out. Anyway. The link between weight and caloric intake is actually quite weak. Researchers found that slim modern-day hunter-gatherers eat about as many calories as your average contemporary American while engaging in comparable levels of physical activity. The only significant difference is they have a greater variance in caloric intake over the seasons. That means not all differences in body weight can be simply imputed to calories and exercise, and finally, it is useless to pay attention to your total calories without considering what quality of food they come from. It doesn't matter how few calories you consume if all your calories come from junk food and soda, your health will be damaged. Which may kind of just probably be the case. You know, of course, when you're eating shit, then first of all, you're gonna feel like shit, and second of all, it's not gonna do you good on one hand. On the other hand, this is just a fact. Calories in, calories out. This is what it is. It's a fact. Period. It was researched, and what I do not really, I mean, when he's saying that they have a difference in caloric intake over the seasons, is it still the same caloric intake as the regular guy or the regular gal or whatever in whatever country you're referring to? I guess he was referring to America. Is this really the case, or is it then just different, or does it depend on the season? You know, in this season the person is having the exact same calories, and in the other season this person has just fucking no calories or something because there's no fucking food around. What is it? I would like to know, but I don't, you know, because he's not saying anything, unfortunately, but it is what it is. How much time are we in eating? Is this a long one? No, the final summary, but it would be the last one. Well, I'm stop a bit here. The problem that I'm in general having with health books is that I think it is very difficult to write one. Maybe also because you want to sell it. And maybe you just need to have some sort of a green pill or red pill or whatever pill in it. You know, some secret, you know, you just have to do this and that and these and those, and then you're gonna lose fucking weight. You don't have to exercise. No, just eat your chips and lay around on your couch watching TV all day long. It is all you need to do. And take the pill. That's it. Yes, because one wants to sell the book, you know. Also, the publisher also wants to make some money, also wants to sell some books, actually a lot of books. Regarding this, it just makes sense that, you know, some books may not be too accurate, or accurately written or whatnot. On the other hand, it would be amazing to just see kind of the truth. There are also just really great books on health. Just please do not get me wrong. Some are just also pretty shit. And I think that it is tremendously difficult, especially when it comes to health and or health related, let's say, content. Also on the internet, when you're reading something and you believe, okay, this is what it is like, and it may actually be harming you. Maybe because this is just not how your body works, because of allergies, because of some other things that you maybe don't even know about, and so on and so forth. Something to think about and keep in mind, that we are all different. It may work for some person also because they are differently mentally, and so on and so forth. And because of that, and because of other reasons, allergies and whatever I've mentioned before, it may just not work for you. And this is what it is then. And then you have to actually maybe search for something that is very specific to you and your body type and your mindset and whatever you do. And in the end, it is work. As so many things that are great in life, it is work. It is something you have to do. It is a task. But yeah, I do wish you the best. I hope that you're safe, that you're well off and healthy. And I'm going to see you the next time. I at least really, really do hope. But yeah, with that being said, bye-bye.